You used to have a D pager for Minions.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the root of that?
Dude, I don't know. I just like they're just like these. Oh, like I don't even know. I don't even think I did see the movie, and I was just like, God, I just want to like stomp on them like a
Oh my
grape.
god. Hello, hello. My name is Christian Lee here for Earworm Digital. We're here with.
Dev Lemons. Let's go, Los Angeles!
I remember this bit. This is a good bit. Make some noise. It's been a big year for you, you know. Obviously, you know you're going on tour later. You're, just dropped an EP pretty recent, Delusional EP, right?
Yeah.
And then also you dropped another project, Queef Jerky.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, and them Type Feet, great song.
Thank you. Oh, please. Thank you. Yeah, that was special.
But what I like about your music too is I feel like, I mean, especially with Queef Jerky, but like even your own stuff too. Every song just feels like pretty different, which is nice.
Thank
like
you.
obviously, like the ones I listened to like way back. I mean, not way back, but like a few years ago. It was like Autopilot. CEO of My Ass is my favorite one.
Okay.
It was so funny. But how like when you're making songs, when you go in, do you have like in your mind you're trying like I want to make something completely different, or it just like happens naturally?
That's a good question. I feel like when I go into making songs, there's really nothing in my mind at all. I have no idea what's gonna be made
No
that day.
thoughts.
No thoughts. Literally just like blank slate. Like, oh. And it depends on who I'm working with. Like for the Dev Lemon stuff, lately the process for making the new stuff has been the producer will just like improvise on the guitar and I'll just hum and then we'll just sort of see where it goes from there. But for the Queef Jerky stuff, the process literally is so different every time. Lately, what we've been doing is like I'll start producing and then Nick will start writing and then we'll just sort of do that.
Mm-hmm.
But for Queef Underground, like it was very like Nick will start producing and then like me and Ethan will just like write random stuff or like a lot of the time I would start producing and then halfway through the beat like Nick will just hop on and then make it a completely different beat and then I'll hop on and make it a different beat again. So then it's like 6 beats in one song, which I feel like is such a fun outcome for the process because it's like we literally just don't care where the song goes. It's just like, oh, okay, we're gonna.
It has like a mind of its own.
Yeah, it's like exactly. It's like okay, the beat's like sounds like this, and now all of a sudden it's like a polka beat. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now it's something else. Okay, that's fine. It's like literally just like letting it happen.
I mean, that project did blow up, but I think it's funny because it definitely, with your name attached, is definitely the most polarizing project for you, I guess.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I've made songs like on the Dev Lemons project, something like CEO of My Ass
Yeah.
has also had like a responsive. There's definitely people who don't like it and people who do like it, and people who don't like it really don't like it, and it's like very extreme. But something like the Queef Underground project is like truly like I've never experienced having such a strong response to it. Like people who love it, and people who hate it, hate it. And it is like so cool. I am so happy that it's reaching that wide of an audience where we can have people who hate it, like really hate it, because that's that means you're making something special in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion,
Yeah.
like
You want music to make people feel,
yeah, like I would much rather have a song that really just pisses someone off than someone just thinking it's mid.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy that I don't know, we have that outlet and I feel like it's helped me grow a lot as a musician. It's just like doing everything the complete opposite of how I've been doing it with the Dev Lemon stuff, just like not like really just doing random stuff is I feel like it's genuinely made me become a better artist.
Mm-hmm. And then I think it's funny. Back to your EP stuff. I'm sure. Wait, are you gonna perform Queef Jerky stuff on tour, or is it just gonna just be your own stuff?
It's just gonna be my own stuff, and then I think we'll perform. I mean, Pineapple Upside Down. Man, if you play your cards right, could be the encore. But it's gonna be like Dev Lemons, and
Yeah.
then maybe we'll pineapple. Come on, it's it's fun.
Yeah, it's
I'll
fun.
play it for the encore,
Mhm.
but
But for your delusional EP, I love the EP cover, and
yeah.
I've like with most things with you, it has been like a running bit. I think you've done it for like years, where you're just smiling in front of people just making out.
Have years,
Hmm.
decade at this point,
Really,
probably.
that long, huh?
Yeah, it just all started at this one. I think it was a Fall Out Boy concert, and I was on my way out with my friends, and there was this couple on the ground just like kissing each other under a tree, and I just had to take a selfie in front of them, and then all of a sudden it's just like now they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Especially if you go to like the bar. Oh, they get nasty at the bar sometimes. Oh, they get nasty there.
You could,
It's really
yeah, you
funny.
could definitely notice. And then I think another bit, because I'm also part of your what, like Instagram, like fan club or whatever. You know what that is,
Oh,
right?
like the broadcast
Yeah, the
channel.
broadcast, whatever.
I'm still like figuring out like
It's
what do I do
interesting.
with it?
I
Like what do I
know,
say to people in here?
but
Yeah.
like, I think you posted a picture recently, but I know it's been a long time bit of yours too, just with the corn.
Yeah.
And how did that start too?
Oh, like the video with the free corner, like
Hmm.
so that picture I posted in the broadcast channel, I just like found that online.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't actually do that. I wish I had the mind to do that. But the corn video, once upon a time I was at this like county fair, and we were there until the very end of the night, and they were giving out free corn. Like there was so much leftover corn. So I took it.
Uh huh.
It was just like free corn. And
Yeah.
then we were leaving, and then we went to Jack in the Box. I was just like, with the corn, I just like.
But that corn is like one you like demolished, right?
I ended up turning it into like a popsicle, I
Uh
think.
huh.
Yeah, I think I ended up making a popsicle.
But
And
like when you were like giving it to people, like all of that you actually ate.
did I? Honestly, maybe. I think I probably, if I ate any of it, it was before I really just like manhandled it.
Oh, I
I
see.
don't
Okay.
think I ate any of it though, actually. I think I just wanted to look at it.
Mhm. And then you were asking people in the Jack and Box drive-thru,
I
like,
just
you
like,
want one?
well, so that one picture actually is staged because our friends,
Oh, okay.
our friends were in front of us at the Jack and the
Okay.
Box drive-thru, and I was like, "Can you take this picture?" I got out of the car and just like, it's like, "Can we lock hands with the corn?" So I did know the
Mhm.
people in the car, but it would have been so awesome if I didn't.
Because I've seen a lot of your content, and with your content, with the YouTube algorithm, it led me to like Hive Mind stuff.
Oh,
And
cool.
then I saw the one where you're interviewing people on the street in LA, and I'm like, I can't like. So when you did the corn one, I'm like, I can't tell if this is real or if this was staged.
Yeah, no, that was actually staged, but all the hive mind stuff, that was real people.
Very cool, very cool. And we talked about, I guess what the first photo you did was ever at Fall Out Boys. Let's talk about like back in the beginning when you were a young dev. Funny word to say, but what music were you listening to growing up?
Oh man, I mean, like it depends on how young you want to get. I think like sixth grade, like I was really into Justin Bieber, B.O.B.,
Oh wow,
Nicki
the
Minaj.
hits, yeah.
Um, yeah, just like a bunch of like
Hmm.
pop and rap and stuff like
Yeah, the
that.
lineup you would see at your local radio station for like their summer concert or whatever.
Yeah, stuff like that. And then I really like the first time I felt like really strongly about music and like so inspired on like a deep level was I got really into like emo music. I was so into like Bring Me the Horizon, 3 Days Grace, My Chemical Romance, like all of those.
Vans Warped Tour, yeah.
Yeah, very Vans Warped Tour. I never got to go to that, but I always wanted to go. Um, yeah, I was so into that stuff, like Law Dispute. I could go on forever. I love it. It's still like probably one of my favorite genres.
It's cool. And I'm wondering, I don't know about you, but as an adult, I feel like it's a little bit harder to make friends when you get older, unless you
Yeah.
have like mutual
Hmm.
interest and everything. But that's hard to find because you're not like in school anymore. You're not forced to talk to people. Now you're just kind of on your own.
Hmm.
But I like you. Your chemistry is great. I'm wondering, do you think we could be friends?
Um. Okay.
Perfect. All right. Great response. Very resounding. And a thing I love to do for my friends is give them gifts. So I have some gifts for you. That's my love language.
No way.
Yeah. So
What?
first gift I have for you is This is a funny one because we did mention Korn, so I
Okay,
got
okay.
you a Korn project, one
No
of their
way.
singles. Yeah,
That's just awesome. Wow. Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Wow, how special.
Yeah, it is pretty special. You don't see too much Korn stuff.
I've never listened to Korn, believe it or not, so this will be like very good, but I do love like Korn.
Then yeah, maybe you'll like that one too. But I know you'll love this one.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Really?
Uh huh.
Wait, how'd you know? That's crazy. This is like my
We're friends,
favorite
I feel
album.
like
This
we
is
should
literally
know.
one of my favorite albums of probably all time.
That's crazy.
Guys, wow! I was literally thinking of getting this tattooed on me. This is
Well,
so cool.
maybe this is a sign.
Maybe it is a sign. Wow! Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's amazing.
But that's not all. We have one more. It's my chem, but it's a double
No
disc.
way.
The Black Parade with Living with Ghosts.
Wow! Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's so cool. Oh my god! I love this. It's one of my favorites. Wow! Literally. Yeah, I was so into that. Like, those are probably my two favorites from that era. That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and now that I buthered you up with some gifts, and now that we're friends, I have more questions to ask you. First things first, I saw this when I first started following you on Instagram, and there is the hat in the back.
Yeah.
Dude, perfect. Tell me more about that, because I saw you guys actually went to their tour.
Yeah, we went. So my tour manager, Chelsea, best tour manager ever to exist. She was doing VIP for Dude Perfect, and then they were on tour and they came to LA. So we went to see Chelsea, and then she was like, "Oh, you can go see the show if you want." So then I'd never honestly seen Dude Perfect before. Like, I'd watched their YouTube channel before going to the show.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Wow, this is like a really, really fascinating experience."
It is
like
crazy because they're like selling
just-
out like arenas too.
they throw stuff. They just throw stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And we watch their videos and it's like, oh my god, they threw that off like a plane. It's
Yeah,
like crazy. They just throw stuff. They're building like a mega church. It's ridiculous.
It is. Yeah, they're very, very Christian.
Yeah,
That's basically like a real life like Avengers Tower. It's crazy.
It's wild. I learned so much that night. It was truly a night to remember.
Because I saw I think on your story too, like you had like the Dude Perfect cake. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And I think you guys even took a photo of them, right?
Yeah, we did. We got to meet them. It was just surreal.
It is surreal.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get too much in this, but I'm very curious too.
Yeah.
Like at their show, did they like try to do trick shots and everything too?
Yeah, so their show was really interesting because half of it was like games, and like they did some trick shots. Like they had these things rigged up to the ceiling that would lower, and they were like throwing stuff. And
but I bet in real life it probably takes a lot longer to like actually make it in. Right?
Oh yeah, so I mean, with all that considered, like they could only do so much trick shot stuff. So a lot of it was like there were so many ads like in the show,
What?
like advertisements for like Dude Perfect stuff. It was really fascinating. And then this guy like made a TikTok. This like magician was like, "Okay, guys, I'm gonna get this shot right here, and then I'm gonna go over here, and then you guys have to come with me over here." And it took like 15 minutes like to do this TikTok.
And this was happening like during live
during
at the show.
show. It was so wild. It was really cool. It was cool. I will definitely cherish that night forever. It was very interesting. Very interesting.
Did that show inspire you more as a performer?
Truly. No, it honestly did. Like, I'm so glad I went. I was just like, wow, this is like, they got costumes.
Yeah.
They make ice cream. They have these like ice cream machines and they just make random food on there. It's like wild. Really wild show. It was like, man, like I could do this. Just bring an ice cream.
Yeah. Okay. And so you are from Pennsylvania, correct?
Mhm.
Born and raised there. Were you named after the city, Devin, or?
Actually, no. My mom just like wanted to pick a short name because my last name is just like it's too long.
It is something.
It's way too long, and it was either Devin or Brooke, and it was gonna be Brooke, and then last minute they were like, actually, let's do Devin.
Brooke Lemons, huh?
Yeah, Brooke Lemons. Could be a nice name, but I'm glad they picked Devin.
Yeah.
I used to hate it though because people like would like I just get so many people who think I'm a guy just because of my
Yeah.
name. And when I was growing up, like there was this one time I literally got invited to like this all boys birthday party, and like I went and I showed up and I was so excited. I got like this toy,
Uh-huh.
and then the mom comes over and she's like, "Oh, like you're here for oh, you're Devin? Oh, sorry, it's boys only. You can't come."
That's
Then
insane.
I had to leave. Yep, and I got the
Uh-huh.
monster truck all to myself. It was one that flips. Fun. So yeah, sucked. But I love my name now. I think it's really cool. I
I was
like it.
glad you embraced it.
Yeah.
And let's see, I have a few more questions for you. We're doing some blast from the past right now. And so tell me about your internship at Nickelodeon.
Dude, so funny. Like it was such an interesting experience. Um it was all virtual, and I was in a time zone like 3 hours behind, so I just had to
Okay.
like coordinating that was interesting. Sometimes I had to wake up like really early. And it was truly like such an interesting experience because I also interned at Comedy Central
Mm-hmm.
before that, so I mean like they were two very different
Yeah, I
experiences.
bet.
And the Nickelodeon one, it was just like it was it was good. Sure, yeah, it was fine.
What was the pitch you did at the end? Do you remember?
I honestly, so I was on like the digital team, so
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to pitch like a show.
Yeah.
I was on like the marketing team. So I think my end project was a PowerPoint on how to it was more of a PowerPoint on like how to market stuff on TikTok and stuff and using references from other brands and like other creators. I think I definitely did a pitch though. That's funny that you knew that because I forgot I even did that. I really couldn't tell you what I
Life
did.
is a blur, you know?
It really is, man. That internship was a blur. It was fine.
Cool. All right, let's see if you remember this, though. It's a little bit blast from the past. Do you remember this thing called Real White Housewives?
Yeah, my play.
Award-winning play, right?
My award-winning play about the election. Man, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was supposed to like have that performed at my high school, but then it like fell through.
All
But I
right.
did write it, and it got me into film school despite knowing nothing about film.
When you're learning something, you know nothing in the beginning anyways, you know?
Yeah, I'm literally so glad I went there knowing nothing because they did teach a lot of the basics the first 2 years. So I was like, yeah, okay, like I don't know what an f-stop is. Okay, that shutter speed. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's nice actually.
That
Everyone
is
else like
nice.
just came from their high school film program and was like, I already know this. So yeah, it was cool.
And I have something to show you, too. I mean, I'm sure you're familiar with this, but this is very interesting to me. Let me see, where is it? Wait, sorry. Or, well, we'll speed this up, but where is it?
Oh,
I
actually,
think you know what
I
you're
think
talking
I know what
about.
it is. 15 minutes in.
15 minutes in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You just broke the... Yo, are you good, bro? Oh my... Good morning, Jake Paul!
You were in a Jake Paul video.
Yeah, I was in a Jake Paul. Oh my god. So, freshman year of college, me and this group of people signed up to do a 48-hour film festival.
Oh, yeah.
The word we had to incorporate, or the item we had to incorporate in the film was toilet paper. And the way we decided to incorporate it was just having a wall of toilet paper in this one scene where, like, I'm with my best friend or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we made a fort. So we had to get so much toilet paper. Literally on the down escalator. It's crazy, too, the timing of this, because I hadn't heard of Jake Paul until, like, a week before
Oh, really?
this happened. And one of my friends at the time like showed me it's every day, bro, and we were all just like I was baffled at like
How good it was.
yeah, sure, yeah, I mean just so yeah, but it was just crazy because like I was just like, who is this freak? And then all of a sudden he's there. Like my friend Maddie was just like, you have to look to your left right now. We're on the escalator down. I look up and it's Jake Paul and his minions, and I
Yeah.
turn around. And I'm like sprinting up this escalator, like setting off the alarm. I was like, I have to be in this video. And
You did.
And I did, and then I never saw him again. And then I posted a photo with him with the caption like there's like an insane caption. It was like, there's 2 moments that determine your life, like the moment you were born and the moment you find out why. And it's just me and Jake Paul. And then he commented on it and was like, hey. And then all of his little fans like were storming my page and be like, this stupid, she photoshopped, that's not really Jake Paul.
That's so funny.
It was so ridiculous. Yeah, I'll never forget it.
You aspire to have fans like that?
Yeah, I aspire to have the fan base that Jake Paul has, where he can quite literally just like tell him anything and they'll be like, okay.
Yeah. Little minions.
Sure, yeah. Man, that guy is such a freak though. Total freak.
Okay, speaking about minions too, let's go down like let's see. Let's say it's your FBI's most hated list. Now let's talk about the minions. You used to have a D page for minions.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the root of that?
Dude, I don't know. I just like they're just like these like I don't even know. I don't even think I did see the movie and I was just like, God, I just want to like stomp on him like a grape.
Yeah, like a Goomba.
Yeah, like a little Goomba, just like. But yeah, you know, I really no meaning behind it. It was just like one of those like quirky things. Like I used to be very quirky.
Really, you used to be, huh?
Yeah, I'm like completely normal now, but like back then, yeah, there was something wrong with me. Like, I hate the minions. It's like my funny joke now.
Okay, so you hate minions. Did you like Jacob Sartorius?
Dude, I literally, oh my God, there was like this, me and my friends like loved him in an ironic way, but like, yeah, he's also he's a freak. But how can you blame him? He's like a child star.
Yeah.
It's like MagCon boy. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, dang, yeah.
Like, they're gonna be like freaks. It's fine. It's just part of like their thing.
Okay, last one off the top of my head, remember on Dev's most hated list, Daniel Tosh.
Do I hate Daniel Tosh?
Or you used to.
Did I?
Which is funny because he did have the Comedy Central internship.
Did I hate him? Why did I hate him? Where'd you find that?
Who could say? Maybe you're just a fan of his comedy.
Am I? I don't remember that. But that's okay.
That's okay. And then you were talking about being cringy when you were younger too. Did that affect your family at all? Like sending them like what copy pastas or whatever?
Yeah, you know, I feel like probably yeah, I think I used to be, you know, I would send my family like copy pastas and like random memes and stuff. And you know, sometimes it's like sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't, you know, and
hit or miss.
It's very hit or miss, you know. That's the story of my life.
Yeah, you do see. I mean, I would say you're less quirky now.
Okay,
in a way, but yeah, you do seem like a type of person like back in the day. Yeah, you send copy pastas to your family and friends. Maybe like change your language like Spanish for your phone or whatever.
I did. My phone was in Spanish for like 7 or 8 years. I just wanted to be fluent so bad because I've been taking Spanish since 7th grade, and I was like, well, I've got to be fluent by the end of high school, right? Like I'm taking it for so long, and I think it's such a like fun language. It's really like, I don't know, it's just like a beautiful language and it makes so much sense. And I just wish that I could like be fluent in it. So I wanted to so badly. I thought it would help me with my classes and stuff. And, you know, by the time I got to college, I was like, you know what? It's not going to happen. I think I either have to go somewhere where I have to speak Spanish or I'm just never going to be fluent. So then I gave up and put my phone back in English.
Dang, I did not expect that. That's good.
Yeah, so now my phone's in English, but I really, really would love to go to like Mexico or Spain or something one day and just learn.
Yeah. Hopefully someday.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah. Well, thanks for taking time to interview. But before we end the interview, I do have one more fun question for you. And I think it's funny because, you know, you're wearing socks, you know, no free feet pics. And when we were doing research about you, we did find out that you did have a Wikifeet page. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. And it's funny because usually like people on there are very generous. So like it's usually 5 stars, or if you're lucky, some people even get like above 5, which I don't know how it's possible.
No, you're not telling me that my Wikifeet page has a bad rating.
That's 4 stars.
No!
It's kind of crazy.
What?
I know.
Why? Well, maybe, yeah, there's probably feet pics. I probably have posted my feet online before. You know, it's funny. I used to have no idea that, like, a foot thing was, like, a thing, you
Yeah.
know? I used to think it was, like, oh, like, feet are funny. So, like, you know, I'm going on Omegle with, like, my friends, and they're like, show me your feet, and we think they're, like, joking.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's, like, funny. Like, feet are funny. You know? And sometimes feet aren't funny. No, sometimes you don't want to show people your feet as a joke.
Yeah, especially as children too.
Yeah, especially as children too. You know, yeah, you know, the internet, you can get yourself into some real hot water.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I've probably showed my feet on there, not realizing like, oh, people might do some weird stuff to that.
Yeah.
I believe I have 4 stars. Did they say why? Can I improve?
I don't know. I don't think they give critiques. They just rate it. We'll have to see. Maybe you could use your minions to boost up the rating.
Wait, can you show me the Wikifeet?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
Good thing we have the magic of editing. If I do find it, I will send it your way. There was a segue I was going to do before we ended up in this Wikifeet deep hole. Wait, Wikifeet rabbit hole. And it's about freaks and freak show.
Uh-huh.
Because you are going to go on tour.
Yes.
And like now that's the end of the interview, tell us, like, is there anything else you want to plug? The freak show tour or social media or anything else you got? Let's hear it.
Yeah, so I'm going on tour in the fall. Tickets, devlemons.net. It's going to be really fun. Total freak show there. There's lots of freaks. Oh, I want to go to tour. There's no one to go with. Oh, you'll find someone there. You'll find freaks there that also just no one to go with, and you'll all be best friends. I promise you. Like,
the freaks come out at night
in the most endearing way. You know, in Ohio when I played for the Half Alive tour, I like wanted to start this bit of like I go out on stage and I'm like, "What's up, you freaks?" So I said that. Like, everyone was like, "Woo!" I was like, "What's up, you freaks?" Everyone went quiet. People don't like being called freaks sometimes. I was like, guys,
that's true.
It's not like. So, you know, I don't mean it in like a mean way. I'm not trying to like be mean. It's fun. I'm a freak. So yeah, freak show tour, you know, Dev Lemons on all the social medias, Dev_Lemons. I have a YouTube channel, Dev Limes. It's really fun over there. I just talk a bunch of crap on it. And yeah, Queef Jerky to the moon, 100 years. Check it out.